Welcome to the finale of Listitis Volume 1. I love popping in a game and playing as a badass babe who can really lay out some KOs. I'm not talking about the damsels or the lingerie-laden eye candy. I'm talking about strong female characters, the ladies that deck out in cool shit and wreck some faces. I believe that as this is the final episode of Volume 1, it should go with a strong message. And that message is that the gaming community needs to really step back and take a look at itself. We are all passionate about something, be it video games, tabletop games, or any other form of gaming. No matter the race, creed, style of play, sexuality, or gender, we are all together in the gaming world, and it is high time we stop acting like kids in a sandbox and begin acting like gamers in an MMO. Sometimes you must put aside your differences to succeed at something. That something is the game of life. Now enough depressive bullshit. Let me tell you which video game females I would get my ass beaten by. Number 10. Alicia Klaus. After the world essentially gets blown up and taken over by a demon legion called the Geist, one woman steps in to save the day. The game is Bullet Witch, and while it wasn't a perfect game, nor was it well received, I found many hours of enjoyment in this game. Alicia is a witch that used her upgradable gun rod to wipe the evil off the face of the planet. Oh yeah, and she can also summon meteor showers, tornadoes, and massive supercell thunderstorms. Number 9. Jade. Beyond Good and Evil is a criminally overlooked game from the 6th generation of video games, and the main character was solid enough to grant it a sequel, close to 11 years later. Jade is a photojournalist, and not some bombastic thong-wearing cheerleader. Now, to be completely spoiler-free with this game, as I feel it is something that needs to be played and not explained, I will only say that she is trying to uncover government secrets and rescue the children from the orphanage that she was taking care of. Number 8. Sarah Kerrigan. The femme fatale of StarCraft fame, canonically she was left for dead by her team and was surrounded by the Zerg. But she wasn't killed. Instead, she became the Queen of Blades and has vowed revenge for what happened to her. Kerrigan is a character that proves Blizzard isn't weighed down by their bad writing that they have been accused of. She is hot, mean, and has a devilish dedication. Number 7. Bonnie McFarlane. I need you to do something right after you finish this video. I need you to either get out your copy of Red Dead Redemption or go buy a copy of it right now and play it. I can't dive too far into her character without delving into spoiler territory, which I try my best to avoid. But she is just a kick-ass ranch owner who is the complete opposite of a typical damsel from the Old West. I love her character and every cutscene with her and her attitude in it. Number 6. Rebecca Chambers. I know. Let the hate and negative comments flow. Why isn't Jill on here? Rebecca sucks, Zero sucks, and you suck. Well, Jill was never rape-hugged by a centurion, and Rebecca and Billy are an awesome team to play as in Zero. Something that has been lacking in the video game industry since Lost Vikings. She survived a lot as a rookie of stars, and I think she needs a bit more recognition. Number 5. Shanoa. Now, I'm a well-known Metroidvania fan. I love Castlevania, and I love the Metroid franchise, and I love the characters that they have built in those games. Now, Shanoa, however, is different, as she isn't really part of the Belmont Dracula storyline. She instead comes in to save the day when the Belmont clan is nowhere to be found. She is a blast to play as, and she kicks all kinds of major ass. And she's also sexy as hell, which isn't a requirement for this list, but it definitely helps. Number 4. Heather Mason. Henry's daughter Heather takes on the role of main character in the third Silent Hill game. It should be well understood by now how I regard the Silent Hill series. Obviously, anyone who has played through the third game can understand just how much shit she had to wade through, and we're not even going to go into spoiling territory or to mention what happens in the second act of the game either. She should be high on anyone's list. Number 3. Lara Croft from the reboot. I want to make the point clear here that I'm talking about the recent 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider. That Lara Croft. She goes through hell and back. My god, does she get the hell beat out of her throughout the campaign. And that's all without mentioning her horrific death animations, the worst I've ever seen. Crystal Dynamics' perspective of the youthful pre-adventurer Lara Croft was spot on, and the story of her coming of age is so in-depth that I cannot wait for the sequel. Number 2. Clementine. Obviously, mentioning almost anything about Clem is going to be a spoiler, so I will sum it up easily. She survives the zombie apocalypse. Some sad things happen. She learns how to survive on her own. Some extremely sad things happen. She meets some people. Tons of sad stuff happens. Something involving a dog. Very, very, very sad. Clem is a boss. No argument. And number 1. Samus Aran. Not the baby Samus from Other M that destroyed the Prime story arc. I'm talking about Samus Aran, badass sexy bounty hunter and fighter of the space pirates. As a former soldier, she has all the skills of a well-taught fighter, but she is more than most soldiers, duped out with power-ups and equipment. She is a standalone number 1 and could not be replaced by any other female video game character that I can think of. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and watching my videos through this first volume of Listitis video games. I cannot say right now how long it will be until Volume 2 starts, but it will be a while. And so until then, I have a bunch of fun projects to do. I can't thank you all enough for the nice comments I've received and all the subs this series alone has attracted. I'm sitting here hoping big and awaiting more people to find me and enjoy what I make. You guys can continue to support my channel by liking, subscribing, and leaving more comments for me, but if there was just one thing I would ask you to do, that would be to share my channel with your fellow nerds, geeks, and gamers. Each of you are as awesome as the next, and so until Volume 2, my name is Pentahybrid, and I will catch you later.